Attack of the Michilimacinac. No, that was me. What is up? Look. Those are more bugs than I wanted to see. Alright. So what's the name of the fort, Nadia? Fort Michilimacinac. Right by the bridge. It's a bunch of little... I'm not talking anymore. Never in my life have I ever seen so many bugs flying in the air as these fox elder, these emerald ash borers, that's what they were called. And yeah, they're everywhere.
Okay, we're not.
Go! Oh no! I don't know if you can see him on camera. I know the camera's wobbling like crazy. Get out of the bug. God, please let him go away. Where's the teeth? I feel really bad for the explorers that were here. Just because. This is really cool. Do you know what this is?
The one you're sitting on is buffalo, and the one on your feet is elk.
What is elk?
And then there's
It's
probably
like
black bear hanging behind you, and there's deer, and I think there's an otter in there, and a bunny rabbit.
This is really cool. And here's the fort.
Oh my god!
Do you think it's any better in there?
Yes! Never mind, there's all over the woods.
Come. Hello. Hi. Pretty good. It's mildly amusing and funny. Just watching them squirm.
Yeah. We have
That's
a lot
cool.
of cool stuff inside the fort. We have a musket demonstration at the top of the hour, and at the
Girls.
bottom of the hour, there's going to be a cannon firing demonstration.
Cool.
There.
Great, thank you.
Can we go outside?
Wow, this is really cool. Okay, you've seen Pocahontas, yes?
Yes.
Okay, you remember how they had the fort in there that they built? This is something like that. I think you're supposed to, yeah, I don't know if it matters. King's Storehouse. Wow, there is something in my shoe. What are you guys doing? I don't know.
Oh,
This is very cool.
for free. Whoa! What?
If you guys look, there's a space down here. That's probably what they use to keep food cool. Alright, I'm putting my sunglasses on just because I don't want those bugs in my eyeballs anymore. We'll just go from house to house. How about that?
Okay, second house. Let's go visit our friend.
Hey, it's a pool table.
Holy.
Literally. Holy. Apparently this is all French architecture. Another hole down here. What about the back? Ah, it's the other side. There's creepy mannequins everywhere I go. Plain and simple. Said it. There it is again. For the 50 millionth time, people. Why? Well, they are stuff. So we got another exhibit going on, and I'm assuming. Trader. Yep, this is like a fur trader. Wow. Are these real?
We're abandoned.
Are these are real.
This is the only part that we can
That's what real bear feels like. There, then now you know.
What?
Yes, that's what a real bear feels like.
Oh my.
That must see that one's bison. It's gotta be. It looks like a buffalo.
I'd rather stay with one. I'd rather stay with the bear one and then blow us off this
There's
one.
another one.
So here's the confessional in the church. Pews along here. People complain about pews now. Uh-oh. Come on. Hurry. They're having a musket firing at the center.
The musket firing.
This is the short pattern service musket. This musket is 75 caliber, smooth bore, so 3/4 inch diameter barrel, and no rifling on the inside. Nothing to put a spin on the ball. Just as smooth inside as it is on the outside. A bayonet. The bayonet, by fixing the bayonet to my musket, it's a very effective weapon. You're getting up close and personal with the enemy. You'll notice an 18-inch blade. Three-sided is not sharp. Three sides were intended nothing more than to keep this a very strong blade. This is not a cutting weapon. Then it's not sharp. This is a thrusting weapon. Very effective tool to use on the end of the musket like this. Essentially, you have a spear. Take care by the number. Prepare to by the load. Open, pass. Handle, cartridge. Prime. Just pass. Cast mount. Charge with cartridge. Draw, ram. Ram down your cartridge. Turn, ram it. Shoulder your fire lock. Make ready. Cruise end. Fire. Private mode. Fire. Shoulder your fire lock. Take care of this miss. This miss.
Barely. Hey guys, how are you
Good.
today?
Smells awesome in here.
Now I'm hungry.
You already ate.
I just pulled out a loaf of bread. Do you want to taste it? You can if you like.
Do you want to?
Flour.
Do you want to try?
Caraway in it also. Try this next. Here. Have you guys been here before? Oh, where are you from?
Is it good? Yeah?
Can we get you a recipe?
I used a couple cups of flour, I used cornmeal, and then I added a little bit of caraway and the yeast to it. And the yeast is what makes it nice and fluffy, right?
More creepy mannequins. And one of them's mooning ya.
Now, I would like to start with a question. This 1,800-pound cannon is popularly referred to as a 6-pound gun. Why do you think that is?
Cannonball.
Well, it doesn't shoot lead, but it does have to do with what it shoots. It doesn't fire a bullet, it fires a ball. It fires a ball just like this that weighs how much? 6 pounds. This is solid cast iron. Lead would be far too expensive. Now, so first I'll run down this worm called a worm or it's like a big corkscrew. Run that down the barrel. Twist to remove any solid debris from the last shot. Now, the next step is perhaps the most important. I'm going to wet a swab in a bucket of water. You run that down the barrel, and that swab will extinguish sparks or embers from the last shot. Last thing I want is a spark or an ember.
Hey.
I run down what could potentially be up to 1.5 pounds of gunpowder. Now it would take 1.5 pounds of gunpowder as a full charge
heavier than
that
it was.
cast iron ball
Hold
with
on to
maximum
it.
range of 1 mile into the straits. So 1 mile, if you look out on the bridge, that concrete barrier where the cables come down and connect on this side, that's 1 mile. So even the biggest guns here could not reach even halfway across the straits. So with that, we'll put in our charge. Now, obviously today we've got a little bit more of a modern charge wrapped kind of in this not very old-timey aluminum foil. They would have had a linen bag, but again, that was much more dangerous as that would take a spark much easier than this aluminum would. And about 6 ounces. I'll put that down with this French crook rammer. This crook, you'll notice, puts me off to the side of the gun. Much safer that way. The British were historically using straight rammers. Much more dangerous than this crook rammer because it puts your hands directly over the barrel. Just firing a salute is what they did historically here. They never fired the cannons in anger, only one battle in the history of the site, and there was no time to use the cannons. It was a surprise attack. But they did fire them frequently as salutes for incoming traders, voyageurs, native dignitaries, special guests at the port. So our next step is the cannon is loaded, it needs to be primed. To prime the gun, I'll run a pit down the touch hole, poking a hole in the powder magazine, in the powder bag, and set a fuse using some loose powder. So cannon is now loaded, it's primed, but we still have a couple more steps before we can actually fire it. Because this is what I'm going to use to light the gun. This is called the linstock. And the linstock here allows me to reach over and fire safely from the side of the cannon. Remember, with the full charge, this cannon would recoil about 6 feet backwards and jump into the air 18 inches. You do not want to be in its way. So now this is the loudest cannon on the Great Lakes, so I do recommend you use your historically accurate earplugs on the tips of your fingers. There are only 3 commands to fire this cannon, and they are: gunner ready, point, fire. Here, and there we have it. So there's our salute to welcome you all to the fort today.
So you can actually walk up the fort into these. You see the whole thing. This is black hole.
Black hole!
Right here. Here's the black hole right here people were looking for. See that? There's bars. And there's a big thing right there. That's the black hole.
Can we go downstairs?
No, you can't. It's locked up.
Oh my gosh.
Right outside the fort, and you can walk down on the beach here, and you can kind of get the whole gist of the fort going on here, right by the water. Oop, and a toot toot. It's hard to talk with all these bugs. Yeah. There was less in the fort, wasn't there? There's the water. Right by the bridge. Very cool place to come check out. Whether you have kids or you don't. I haven't have Nadia with me. So this is the end of the trip. Would you recommend this to other people to come check out?
No, because there's tons of mosquitoes here.
No. But other than the mosquitoes, would it be fun as long as there wasn't? Yes. So yes. Final shot of. There we go.